Yeah. Market cap still the same. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Any good crypto news? We heard about this. What's the update? Don't care about that. Turkey bans crypto payments. Updated. Turkey's central bank has banned the use of crypto assets in payments, claiming that tokens central significant risk due to the volatile market values. That's what the stock market is. Come on. Irrevocable transactions and can be used to fund illicit behavior. Stocks do the same thing. So Turkey's people are in their government are idiots. We know this, but all higher up government officials are just all about making sure that you stay on their system. But we won't get into that. So the bank said that crypto assets were neither subject to regulation or supervision. That's this right here. This right here. This is the reason that they don't want you using any of this. Okay, that's why they want you off it. Just so you know, this is it right here. What I have highlighted. You can read that very clear. Decentralized. No central banks getting involved. So, yeah, whoever's in charge of their finances in Turkey's an idiot. That's all I gotta say. And yeah, XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin. Yeah, let's see this. Yep. Doge is still doing good. It's in 8th place, and it's gonna stay there. Doge is doing really good right now. It's barely at 25 cents, and Bitcoin is just it's really, really having a hard time staying it up. You can see that. It's just a straight downward. It's starting to candle off a little bit. Let's see. Let me look at my hourly. Yeah, it's coming back up a tad bit. But the fact that Doge is still at 26 cents on mine, get out of here. You know? Like, let's see right now. Yeah, it's doing really good. It's doing really good. And everything else is down. Everything. All mine are negative 20s at a minimum. Negative 20s. A couple of negative 19. One negative 11. Everything else is below, way above negative 20. 26, 23, 24, 27, 21, 21.42, 26.33. Yeah. What are you expecting? Well, when Bitcoin stops going down like it is in the bear market, which Doge is still holding really good. It's still at like 26 cents. I think a big thing's going to happen, honestly, on the 420. I think there's going to be some announcements. Hold on one second. I think my microphone is not working. Hold on one second. It's saying that my microphone's not working. Let me double check. All right, is it working now? Hello? Hello? Crap. I can't tell if it's working. Hold on. Oh, you can't hear me? What? It's saying, okay. All right. Interesting. Yeah, so the fact that it's still holding at 25, 26 cents right now, and you can see 100% that Bitcoin is at 53 on my index right now for it's at 53 still. Yeah. So think about this, right? Look at the overall. Look how much it's gone down. It was at 61 earlier, you know? 61. Here's where it started going down. 62. And then there's 61 right there, right? So now it's all the way down to 53. Think about how much that's dropped. Market value, overall market cap. And now look at Dogecoin. 36, that was the high, like right there. Today, I think it went to 37, I think, a little bit. And then now look, it's only gone down a tiny, tiny bit. Do you understand how strong that is? That is very impressive. Honestly, it's very impressive. Which means that people are still buying right now. As Bitcoin holders, I think this is more bot activity than actual people. It might be a handful of people, a couple 100,000 trying to keep this up, right? Buying a little bit in at this dip. But I think this is mostly bot stuff right here. This is artificial in the sense of this dictates this. Okay? If Bitcoin wasn't crashing right now, Doge would be still going to the moon. So you have to understand that there's a little bit of artificial manipulation in here, unfortunately, because everything is driven by this. It sucks. Eventually, I think we're going to get away from that. I really hope so. But the fact that it's still 26 cents? What? What? It's fantastic. No. Do not. I mean, obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. Do not sell your Safemoon. Your Doge, okay? Now, here's the deal. Safemoon is doing really good. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Their holders has gone up by a lot. Since I got in, it was at 300,000. And it's been skyrocketing. Actually, it was a little bit more than that. It was like 4 something. I've been in for about 7 days. They just hit $1 billion market cap. I mean, they're mooning right now to a small degree. I can tell you right now that my Safemoon, I bought $400, only $400, and that's worth right now $1,061.27. What? I mean, like, these are good protocols to get into. I did see a lot of YouTubers that were talking crap about Safemoon, saying that it was a pump and dump and it was a scam, and that this, that, and the other. Well, they're locked into with their contract for 3 years. They can't pull the rug out from anybody for 3 years, and by that time, they're going to be way too established to do anything. They'll all go to prison for the rest of their lives if they try to do something stupid. They've shown that they're really dedicated to this. I've done enough research where I can just kind of see that these guys aren't going anywhere. They're going to be listed on some exchanges soon. I know they're talking with a bunch of exchanges. The other one to look into that I just got in today is Wenmoon, Wenmoon. A little bit more of a pain in the ass. Elon Gate. Elon kind of he's really good at towing the line, right? He's one of those dudes that he's a billionaire. He has his abilities, and then he's got to be careful, right? He does own multiple companies. He's CEO of multiple companies, so he can't do too much, but he can do certain things. He just won the contract, right, with NASA to go to the moon. Literally, he won the contract to go to the moon, to land his rocket on the moon. What did he say 2 weeks ago? I'm going to literally put a Dogecoin literally on the moon. Did he know about it 2 weeks ago, or does he know something we don't know? So all I'm gonna say is I'm sure he bought his kids some Dogecoin, but I guarantee you he probably bought himself some too. But the SEC really can't touch him, you know? There's so many professional people out there and celebrities that are pushing Doge at this point that the SEC would have to go after everybody. Or SEC, you know what I mean? Um, it's too much, you know? There's too many people involved at this point. So just the fact that he can manipulate the markets a little bit before, oh yes, he could have done it before. But I'll tell you right now, when this was number 18, he could manipulate the markets, right? When it was down here, when this was Dogecoin at like 10 billion, yeah. One tweet from Elon can manipulate the markets. Now that it's right here, nope. Announcements, massive announcements are what can manipulate this now. This went up to $41 billion. Do you understand how big that is? I mean, Bitcoin just barely hit $1 trillion. This was at 41. It was right here. And XRP has been doing good, obviously. But in far as market growth, it went to number 4. And then it went back down to here. So it actually went more than that. It must have went to 48 billion. So I'm just telling you right now, I see big things for Doge in the future. There's a reason that I've invested how much I've invested into it, which is a very significant amount. And I'm planning on getting more. So that's my thoughts on Elon Gate. If that kind of scattered-brained way of explaining it worked. Safemoon's having a little bit of a down, but it was killing it earlier. I'm still making money. Within a year, I mean, here's the deal. I will say this, and this is my gut instinct. 2 years ago, could Safemoon hit a cent in a year? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, Dogecoin's been around since 2016, 2017. And back then, it was nothing. You know? Was it 17? I think it was 17. Wait, whoa. Why did it just freak out like that? It won't even let me look at it. Okay, well, that's great. 1 year. All right, you get it. It's been like this. People have been holding and just sitting and sitting. No, you're fine. Fire off all the questions you want. I'm totally fine with it. That's why I'm on here, right? I like talking to people about this stuff. A lot of my friends are just now getting into it. I've been researching this stuff for a long time. I just barely got into investing in the beginning of the year. But I've been researching it for a while. So look, this is Dogecoin for all this time, just like that. Little tiny itty bitty spikes here and there. And it's been like that since 2017, 100%. And then right here, you get this little shibit right here, January 3rd. And then it's like, oh, what's going on here? And then the big spike from Bitcoin, where it went up to like almost 9 cents, and then boom, back down. And then it started doing this cascading. And then what happened? Bitcoin really started shooting up. The tweet started coming out from Elon. And then when it got to about like right here, that's when it just gained its own strength, and it's been shooting, you know? Now, take that into perspective. How many people have come into the crypto market since this, right? Since this big thing happened right here. Everybody can buy into Dogecoin. So it gives that people the sense of, I'm not too late. Where with this much money, people don't have this kind of money to throw around. Yeah, they'll buy a fraction of a Bitcoin, but they're not going to do this, right? Most people are not going to own a full-blown Bitcoin. So where I'm getting at is with this, you could buy in for a fraction of a cent, where 2 years ago, you're going to see this for probably 2 or 3 years, right? You'll see this just stagnant. What do you see already? Look at this. This is 11th March. They launched a month ago. Look at this shit. This is already looking like Doge. People are hungry to be economically and financially stable on their own. They don't like banks. They don't trust banks. They don't trust stock markets. They're trusting this. This proves this. This. Look at this. You can't see it. Crap. I would have to expand it. Hold on. Let me... crap. Hold on one second. I'll expand it so you can see what I'm talking about here. So I'll expand this over, and then I'll drag this back. Hold on. So this right here what I'm trying to show you, this is the actual sales. I mean, you can go to the website yourself. I'll just put the link in the chat so you can look at it if you want. Where's the chat? There it is. That's not what I wanted. That's it right there. So you can see every single transaction right here. These are all buy-ins. This is a sell-off. That's a whale sell-off. That was $46,000. Holy shit balls. So somebody saw a little bit of a dip, and it created a little bit of a dip. When someone sold off this much, right? That was a whale account right there, for sure. You can see. But they even have the little icons and stuff. But you can see all the buy-ins since. Look at this. And what you do is you buy in with BNB, which you obviously know because you already own some. But the fact that it's this transparent, I love it, you know? There's a reason that this thing is doing as well as it is, honestly. And it's because of this. So this person that sold off 46,000, holy crap. I mean, 102.54 BNB. That's gnarly. That is gnarly right now. Do you know how much? Wow. So that person, he probably didn't even sell off his entire account, to be honest with you. He probably sold off a fraction. And then people are right here, just buying right back in. He or she. Obviously, we don't know who it is, right? But yeah, I would say don't worry about this. I feel like this is really going to do good. I mean, because it's in its very early phases, you know, somebody doing a scumbag thing like this affects everybody, right? They're allowed to do it. It's their stuff. But it does affect everybody. However, people keep buying in. So, you know, some people will buy out. I'm just going to hold. I'm going to hold for, I would say by January. I don't think it'll be at a cent, but I think it'll be really damn close. That's what I'm trying to get to. $1 Doge. I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know. $1 Doge could be beginning of next year. It could be next week. I honestly don't have the answer to that because we've seen things in the last couple days that I don't think any of us really truly expected, you know? So it's really off on that. There we go. So it's one of those things where we're kind of in the unknown, to be honest with you. It could take one announcement, one major announcement, and this stuff could just, it could go past $1, you know? Think about it. Coinbase announces they're going to list Dogecoin on them. At the same time, Snickers commercial comes out with Dogecoin on it, which is supposed to come out very soon, apparently. Slim Jim's going to do something on 420 with Dogecoin. Elon Musk supposedly is going to do something on 420 with Dogecoin. Tuesday may be a very, very interesting day. It's Tuesday, right? I'm going to make sure I get my days right. Yeah, 420 is on Tuesday. Tuesday could be a very interesting day for Dogecoin. I personally feel that it's going to be. But, I mean, look at this. 55, right? This is down to 55 now. Dogecoin's still sitting at 26 cents. That's impressive. I'm just telling you, it's impressive. Yeah, that big sell-off on Safemoon was a little bit of a hit, that's for sure. It went down almost 30%. Someone just immediately pulled out like 46K. That's insane. But it will go back up because a lot of people are getting into this. I do have a lot of hopes, and I feel good about Safemoon. I feel very good about Dogecoin. Honestly, I have my holdings right now, my Bitcoin and holdings, for another 60 days. When that's up, I'm selling my Bitcoin for this. And it's not a crazy amount, but it's not a little bit amount. So I'm about to take my Dogecoin to the absolute moon. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to probably do my ETH and my Bitcoin, and I'm going to put it in this bad boy right here. And it's going to be a significant sum. And the fact that it's down as low as it is right now, I kind of wish that it was released so I could do it now. Because I'd rather do it at 26, 27 cents and not 60 cents if it could be 60 cents or $1 in a couple days. So, you know, but it is what it is. Even if it is $1, I don't care. I'm still going to put all of my Bitcoin and all my Ethereum into it. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel like Bitcoin's going to be around forever. I feel like eventually it's just going to fizzle out. It's too high. It's too much. It's going to have too many regulatory demands on it worldwide, where all these other altcoins are going to be able to skim under the radar, right? This is too big right now. That's why countries are banning it, you know? These you can get away with it. I mean, Elon's not stupid. He wouldn't back something that he feels is going to fail, right? He wouldn't be putting all that energy into this if it was going to fail. I know I'm not. This is going to make most of the people in the world rich. They just got to catch on. So, yeah. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I feel very good about this. A couple more people selling off. It's not doing too much though. A little bit, not much. Yeah, that one whale sell-off, man, that was a gnarler. But look at all the new buy-ins. There's a couple little sell-offs here, but all the new buy-ins is what I like to see. It's like 573. It's nothing. Look at all these. It's a little bit more. That's a little bit more, but you consider $513 like a whale sell-off? That's nothing. Oh, this shark. Okay, it's not whale. Shark. I see. I didn't see the whale icons at first. It was like refreshing. Yeah, there's a lot of transactions happening with this constantly. That's a really good question. There's always a chance. There's always a chance. But what does the central banks printing unlimited amounts of money do? Causes inflation. So you're asking a question about something that the banks already do, right? So we're just kind of at a point where we're just trying to be financially, stable ourselves. So could it technically cause inflation? Possibly. But what the central banks are doing and the governments, especially with all this COVID crap, are 100% going to cause inflation. Like flat out. So pick your poison, right? One of these could make you financially stable and feel like you don't need to be a part of a broken system. There's some people selling off. This is human nature right here. This is what this is. So people see this and they immediately go into fear, and then they do this. This is human nature. This is also why this happens. That's why some of this happens, which is honestly doing really good. Holy shit. I'm impressed that Bitcoin's at 55,000 and Doge is still chilling at 27 cents. I'm very impressed with that. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, this right here is caused by people and their human reactions to go, oh my God, I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose. Even though if they just wait and hold on, what they sold off, they will make up for in a day or 2 days or 3 days, All it takes is, see, here's how whales see it, right? They sell off and they're like, oh, okay, I'm going to manipulate it down to where I can buy in even lower, and then I can put my money back in, or I can pull it out for something else. People do that. They fully do that, and I understand that. There's nothing wrong with that. But if they would have just kept it in for 3 or 4 more days, this should just, it's going to go up because people are clearly buying into this, as far as Safemoon goes. So, and some people are doing tiny bits, like $2 here, a couple there, it's a little bit of transactions here and there, but people see that Safemoon can do some stuff. Same thing with this. People are doing $10, $15, $20, and that's why this is still sitting at 27 and this is sitting at 55, still going down. For what though? If you're gonna do that, yeah, the dips, I totally understand. If you're gonna do that, you can be a day trader or an hourly trader. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying if you know how to do it, good on you. You'll make money. If you do it with hesitation or you do it in a way where you can hurt yourself, I wouldn't do it. I mean, it's the same reason where, look, if I would have been right here, I'm telling you right now, if I would have been right here and I would have sold right here and I waited till this happened, I could probably buy another 200,000 or 300,000 Doge and have some cash left over from what I made. I could have, but I bought my Doge. When was it? I bought my Doge right. Where was it? It's like the 28th, right there. That's where I bought my Doge. Okay, right there. At 3 cents. That's because every time there's a transaction, there's a fee, right? So with that fee, they burn some of it off and then they give some of it to the people. That's how that works. Does that make sense? So yeah, I bought in right here at 3 cents. So for me to sell here, I'm never going to be able to buy back in for 3 cents ever. So my goal is when this dip gets down, if it goes down anymore, which I highly doubt it is, I'm going to buy more. I mean, let's see right now. I could buy more right now. Let me see. Let's see. Buy Doge. I wouldn't really be able to buy all that much, so it's really not worth it. Maybe more than I think. Yeah. I'm going to wait. I'm totally going to wait until I have the other chunks to go into. But does that make sense of why Safemoon does what it does? Like, there's a transaction fee, right? So the same thing happens with Wenmoon. Same thing, except they give you a 10% and Wenmoon gives you a 15%. But Wenmoon's very new. It's only been around for like a week or so, like maybe even 7 days. It's brand freaking new. So, but yeah, so when that transaction happens, they burn some of it off and then the rest they give to you and they distribute across all holders. That's how that works. And it's actually a really good thing because it keeps the incentive to keep holding, right? This person that sold off here that caused this, just imagine how much they were making every single transaction. It must have been an insane amount. If they sold off 46,000, they were probably making like $200 or $300 a day. You know? Yes, correct. The more you get and the more transactions that happen, the more you get. Does that make sense? I mean, when you see a bunch of people selling off, like people are selling off, obviously. Some, not a lot, but some. Like there was just a person that sold off $22,517 worth. And then somebody just now bought in for $16,000 worth. So it's, you know, it's one of those things. It's and then someone just sold off another 1,000, and then somebody bought in for 6,000. So it's just, that's how this goes, right? But I've already made, even right now, I'm still double what I put in. With everything going on, with it dropping almost 60%, I've still double what I put in. So I'm not too worried about it. And this is just literally, this is people. This is human nature. This is what we're going to deal with. This is what you deal with in cryptocurrency. That's what creates these roller coaster effects. See? This is doing really good though. I can't believe Doge. Depends where you're from. If you're from America, during the day, yes. I will say this, and this, I don't have any proof of this, but I will say the American base of Doge holders seems to be a little bit stronger than European, and some of the other countries, because once it hits the morning America time, East Coast going into West Coast, Doge always spikes. It always spikes. So that's when you're going to see the big surge. It happened today. I mean, you could literally see it happen today. This chart is... Here we go. You're from London? Okay. Yeah, so, and nothing against you, but so look, so April 17th, right? This is at, let's see, let's get into the wee hours in the morning. Do, 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 do. Man, this thing is accurate. It's got everything. Jesus. So here we are. This is European time, right? This is 8, 7. This is obviously going into my time. So here we go. West Coast starts waking up somewhere around here, right? So we're at 5:40 my time. Do you see this? It's going down. There's a little spike. This is Europe keeping it afloat at the end of the night for them. And then boom, East Coast wakes up. Boom, here we go. We get a spike. And then it started really dropping. That's when Bitcoin was dropping. And then we had a couple more spikes. And then it just goes through the whole day like this. And then West Coast waking up about 9 a.m., right? People are going to work. Look at this. Boom, massive. And then everybody's trying to sell off. You know, all the humans that don't understand how this works, they're selling off. And then other people go, okay, I'm going to buy in. And then it keeps doing that. And then we have another big old spike. And then, yeah, it just keeps doing this all day long. And then, of course, what happens? Bitcoin starts crashing. This starts crashing. And then guess what? Because Doge is so strong, even though Bitcoin is going into a bear market, Doge is going back up. Where if we look at Bitcoin on the hourly, it's starting to go back up a hair. But that is a huge downward. Huge. You know? Look at that. It's going down again. That's why I like the Bitcoin price charts for, what is it? Goldprice.org. It's all live time, so you can see the candles printing. Same thing with Doge. You know, you can see the candles printing. It's going down a little bit right now, but it's cool to see the candles actually printing. But yeah, don't ever apologize for asking a lot of questions. I don't know everything about this stuff, but I know a decent amount, and I love talking about this. You know, and I've been really busy. I work in security. This is Pacific Standard Time. Basically, it's UTC, but it's my time, Pacific Standard. So, there it goes, going back up. Now, like, you can just get right up in here, and you can get all the details, what it's doing, all nice and pretty, like. And this is obviously a hair bit behind the actual. That's how you can kind of tell what it's doing, but it's just nice to print out. It's going down a little bit again. But, I mean, the fact that Bitcoin is just like, it did this, and this only did this. I'm telling you right now, I'm putting my stamp on it. Dogecoin is stronger than Bitcoin at this point. Okay, it's got more people supporting it, and it's not as valuable, but it's got more people supporting it. No, you'll be fine. Like I said, I invested at 3 cents. So it's like, I'd have to go to 6 months. Right here. I invested right here. Look at that. It would have to fall so much for me to even come close to being in the negative. That's why I'm just like, I'm holding. This is fantastic. The fact that it's still 27 cents. I can't get over that. It's already printing another green candle. It's going back up. Yeah, I can see right here. It's back 27.56. So keep the faith. This is doing very good. This is doing a lot better than this. Even though this is now starting to barely go back up, it's doing a lot better. So keep the faith. It's doing great. Let's see where Safemoon's at. And it's starting to catch back up slowly. It was printing a lot more. There's a lot more people buying it now. Couple people sold off. There's a nice $4,000 sell off right there. 9.89 BNB. But you have to understand too that there are literally trolls in cryptocurrency, right? There's some people out there that they're hell bent on causing issues. I don't know if they just weren't hugged enough as children or what, but they're the kind of people that will put in a ton of money on something, and then when people think they're making money, they'll just pull out. I've seen it in Bitcoin, I've seen it in Ethereum, and I've seen it in Dogecoin. Like, people love freaking other people out. That's why what's happening with this right now, I really don't care. Yeah. Yes, I am. So I can tell you what I'm invested in right now. I sold off 2 today, but I'm still invested in a lot. So I'll go down my list. So if you want, you can write this down because I'm never going to write it down for anybody. All right? So I am invested in, and at every single one of these I'm invested in over $1,000. I'm not going to say exactly how much because that's not what I do. So XLM, I'm heavily invested in that. I have very good faith in XLM. Okay, XLM is going to be very profitable in the future, guaranteed. eGold, Elrond Gold, yes, I am invested in that. Cardano, ADA, I'm invested in that. Engine Coin, I'm invested in that. Uniswap, invested in that. Chainlink, invested in that. VeChain, 100% invested in that. That has been killing it. Bitcoin, invested in that. Ethereum, yep. Scale Network, SKL, I'm invested in that. Fetch AI, FET, I'm invested in that. Ardor, ARDR, I am invested in that. Basic Attention Coin, I'm invested in that. Litecoin, invested in that. Harmony One, invested in that. Dogecoin, invested in that. Crypto.com, Crow Coin, I'm heavily invested in that as well. And I'm also invested in Safemoon, BNB, Wenmoon, and Digibyte. And yeah. And I mine Bitcoin, I mine Dogecoin, and I mine Digibyte. I've got a lot of money invested in all of this stuff, man. Lots of money. Lots. So I can tell you, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Someone just bought in for 3,600. Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly very impressed with the Safemoon, even with what's going on right now with people selling off quite a few $1,000 worth, because I'm still in the green. Oh, it's going back up already. That purchase right there just made it go up a lot. Wenmoon. Let's go to the website right now. To be honest with you, price predictions, who knows? It's just like Safemoon, where it gives 15% back, though. So they got the market cap's only 11.4 million right now. That is nothing. Wallet holders, 3,329. This was literally just launched. You have to understand this. Tokens burnt, 9.2 trillion. Current price, It's actually a lot higher than it was when I first got in. It was 3 of these. So people have been buying in a lot today. Here's their roadmap. You know, they got a decent website going here. So audit completion, they finished that. Finalized listing details with Hotbit. They've already finalized this. This has already been announced. 420 is when it launches. Work with DApp developer. They're going to create their own DApp. That hasn't happened yet, I don't think, because they use PancakeSwap. Exchange listing complete. That's kind of where they're getting real close. Maybe they have worked on this, but they haven't done it yet, ? I don't know. Website socials update. That's coming soon. National marketing campaign. They've already created a lot of the billboards. DApp completion. Obviously not close. I mean, this is all feasible within this year. Everything right here is feasible within this year. Hell, it's feasible within the next 2 months because this is already happening. This is already happening. They're right here, right? I believe that they're right in between this right here of their little Safemoon roadmap Q2. They're right there. So, I mean, they're doing really good. I haven't actually checked out their Twitter. Let's check out their Twitter. I am completely banned off of Twitter because Twitter hates me. But yeah, they got all kinds of good stuff going here. I know that they've been reaching out to Elon. I know this. But then again, a lot of them have. So has Safemoon. But yeah, I mean, Safemoon. That's a terrible logo. They should get rid of that tomorrow. No, come on, guys. Not with the porn shit going on. It's so stupid. Yeah, we will, for sure. 100%. I believe Tuesday. Oh, wait. They have made. Okay. They did put a billboard up already. Right there. Huh. So they're from America. All right. Yeah, this is their billboard. Hotbit. It's coming very soon, starting 420. Do you understand that when this goes on to Hotbit, this stuff is gonna shoot. It is just gonna, because it's gonna be on an actual exchange on 420, and it's still super brand new. I mean, I'm pretty impressed. Like I said, I did some research today, yesterday, while I was at work, and I was like, you know what? I'm getting in on this today, and I just finalized about an hour before I came on here. But it's the exact same way that you get Safemoon. You just have to change the tolerance to 18, the slippage on PancakeSwap. You can use Trust Wallet or you can use MetaMask. Same thing, BNB, whole 9 yards, good to go. But yeah, no, I'm impressed with Safemoon, honestly. But I'm going to start doing more lives like this because I love talking about this stuff, and it would be fun to have other people in here talking about it too, you know. I'm planning on, I've reached out to them, okay? I've reached out to Safemoon. I want to interview them. I want to have a little interview with the CEO. I want to talk to him. And if he says some stuff that makes me feel real good and gushy, I might put a lot of money into this. Like 20K or something, you know. So I'm thinking about it. I want to know, you know, I want to know a little bit more. I want to hear it from them. I can read people very, very well. If this dude's blowing smoke up my ass, I'll know it immediately, you know. So it's my job. I can read people very, very, very well. I have to be able to for work. I'm a professional bodyguard, so I also do security patrol as well. But my main line of work is executive protection. So if these dudes are blowing smoke, I'll know. If they aren't, I'm in it. I'm gonna put some more money in it for sure. Oh yeah, some more whales are buying in right now. Nice, very nice. It's going back up. It's already at 33%. I'm back up to $1,000 almost. It's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, no, I'm impressed with this. Oh, I've set myself up to be a millionaire within a couple of years. And I've never recently been hurting. I was very, very high level person in my last company I was in, because I haven't been in security for a very, very long time, but I've been in it for a while. But I was at a very, very big corporation, and I made quite a bit of money, and I did it for 16 years, and I got out of that. I retired in 2019, and I got bored. And I was an MMA fighter. I never went professional or anything, but I was on a fight team, and I did that for 6 years. I've been tactical training for almost 14 years. So I had a lot of background. I protected families in the past, security details and whatnot. So it just kind of fit for me to go into security. But yeah, I'm setting myself up to have financial freedom. But at the same time, it's not just financial freedom. I want to help people, Like when this right here hits and goes hard and makes everybody millions, the people it doesn't make millions, I want to help them, I want to be that person giving cars away to families that need them, paying for people's Christmas presents. Like I want to put back in, right? So that's like my number one goal, because I've recently, in the past, I've hit rock bottom. I've been that guy that is dodging the repo guy because he's trying to take my vehicle because I can't make the payment, eating top ramen, sleeping in my vehicle. I've been there in the past. It was years ago, but I've been there. I'm never going to go back to that shit, because I've realized that manifestation is real, and we're all manifesting with this whole situation right here. But there are people out there that don't know how to do it, and I want to help them. So that's kind of one of my major goals. It's not just become rich and hoard it. That's stupid. Why would you do that? I want to help people out. Not to like a Mr. Beast crazy level, like where that dude just gives away hundreds of thousands of dollars to just random people all day, every day. Even though he makes millions still, but like I do want to give back, to the people that really do need it. So that's where my mindset is at, if that makes sense, which it should. So see how this chart is going right here? See how this chart is going right here? See how there's a very close significance? That's what I'm saying. Unfortunately, Bitcoin does dictate all these freaking coins, to a degree. But it went down still to 55. Doge is sitting back at 27, And even though it's going down, I mean, it went back up to... Well, that was the big spike. My bad. I'm going to go back to one day. Here we go. Yeah. Went back up to 28 cents. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm impressed with Dogecoin. The ability for it to really hold up during this. How are you going to sell $60 worth of BNB? Like, what is the point of that? You're not taking any winnings. People are putting money in right now. Somebody just put in $7,000 10 minutes ago into Safemoon. Why would you take $60 out? That's so stupid. Yeah, it will. I agree with you. 100%. I completely agree with you. I see that happening as well. Bitcoin is obviously, going to somewhat dictate that, and it's going to continue to go down. I can see this. It did a little hop, and now it's going down. See, it's probably going to go down to right about here, and it's going to correct a little bit, and then it'll go down a little bit more. So you're going to see something like this. Can I actually draw? Oh, I can draw. Hold on. So you're going to see something like this. And it's kind of obvious, right? But it's going to be something along the lines of this. And then it'll start going up again. That's just what it always does. So I'd say by morning time, it'll start rallying. It'll get back up into the high 50s. Yeah, see, it was already trying to print a green candle right there. You see that? Oops, I want to get off that. See, it's trying to print a green candle, but it's having issues. But I agree with you completely that it will rally back up. Completely agree with you. Because this is going to go back up to 27 cents pretty quick here. I can see that going. I think by the morning time, we'll see a nice little increase. If not tomorrow afternoon, definitely Monday though. Something big's coming Monday. Or sorry, Tuesday. My bad. I'm curious to see what's really going to happen. I mean, we know that this one is going to take off. I can tell you right now, this one's going to take off. I'm going to be very curious to see what happens with it. So, what's their buy now thing? Yeah, the pancake swap. That's what I figured. So, yep. All right. Well, I appreciate you hanging out. Honestly, it's been cool. I do have to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning because I work tomorrow, and then I will be off Monday through Thursday. But I'm gonna start doing these every night, so you can feel free to come by and hang out. I appreciate it. I'm sure it's late as hell. It's like 5 a.m. in the morning for you or something like that in the UK. Maybe even a little bit earlier, like 3 or 4. But yeah, get some sleep. I think good things are coming within the next couple days. I would not worry about Dogecoin. I think Safecoin is going to be a safe bet for the long run. Like I said, I want to do an interview with them. See what they, their ideas are, right? I just want them to kind of like bounce off some information. I don't want them to give away the whole farm, but just a little bit of info. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and end this, but I appreciate you. And I will be back maybe even tomorrow night. Possibly might go live tomorrow night. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I'll definitely be live on Monday though. And we will have fun, and yeah.